Good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing today? We gotta make some progress today. Like, today is the end all be all, and of course I have other stuff I have to do today, but basically, this motor's coming out today. I don't care. Duramax block out today. What I was saying is I have other stuff to do. I almost just died on my radiator. I'm gonna run down to Harbor Freight to grab the powder coating stuff so we can get started on that and make this thing pretty so we can go back together soon, because the parts should be here soon. Yes, I ordered all the parts we need to put this back together with the old rods. Now let me talk a little bit about this, because like I said, I have these old pistons, rods, all that good stuff. Getting new piston rings, new bearings, new hardware. Now I don't recommend doing this. I don't recommend taking pistons out of one engine and putting them in a different engine. Yes, it's probably gonna work, but why I'm saying this is because basically the pistons wear, especially those pistons, they have 300,000 miles on them, so they're gonna be worn out. So the new rings are gonna help, but you know, it's just a chance game, really. That's all it really is. And had I not been deploying, have I not just want to get the truck back on the road for a few weeks before I leave, I would not be doing this. I would take it apart, and like I said, I have another block, so really if anything goes too terribly wrong, I have options. Obviously this is gonna suck doing this whole job twice or whatever, but it's for you guys, it's for the fun, whatever. Everyone wants to see the Duramax back. This is my solution. This is the cheapest, fastest way for that. So t-shirt designs, sweatshirt designs, website's coming up soon. I'm waiting to hear back from the company who's making the t-shirts. Should be fairly quick, hopefully. That way I can get those out to you guys. I know a lot of you guys want the Duramax Diesel sweatshirts. We will be doing the exact same design, but on t-shirts like this, but with that Duramax Diesel design. For the channel, we have more designs coming, but that's going to be the startup, kind of throw out design for this, see how it goes. Anyways, I drained the oil already this morning while I ran to Dunkin' because I needed a coffee. So all we really need to do is we're going to disconnect the oil lines for the turbo, right? So these are the oil lines for the S475 turbo, right here for the twin kit. There's one here, there's a drain line here. So we're going to disconnect both of those, and then basically just unbolt everything, unbolt the bell housing, starter, take the torque converter bolts out, everything. So yes, not super, I'm not going to show you guys in depth of everything because I already did it once on another video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments. Most of the time I'm pretty quick to answer, and I try to answer everything for you guys. That way you guys are, up in the game, and that way you know what's going on. Like I said, also I got a Facebook and Instagram, both at Duramax_diesel. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me, whatever you guys need. I answer everyone. Obviously I don't have a million people messaging me, but I spend most of my time trying to answer everyone. So if you guys need something, hit me up on there, I'll help you out. But basically we're gonna do this a little differently on how we take this out, so I'll show that part, but basically we're just gonna start pulling the block. Alright guys, so we made a quick run down to Harbor Freight, got some matte black powder for our new powder coating system, some rags, and our free tray. Awesome. So I plan on starting to powder coat some things tonight after we get the motor pulled. So I have not made any progress because I left, but now we are full force getting this motor out of here. So I'm going to start undoing everything and just pulling it out. That's it. That's all it is. Alright guys, so now we're to the point, everything's disconnected from the block, basically ready to come out. And we're going to turn the engine at 36mm 12-point breaker bar and turn to the right until we can see a torque converter bolt, and I believe there's 6 of them. I'll line it up, and usually I just leave this on here just to push pressure in case it turns. I don't know if the impact gun will take it off by itself. I guess we can try. But basically I used a breaker bar, broke it free. Let's see if we can get you zoomed in here. I'm using like a mile of extensions. So you need to remove the starter and put this in the hole for that. I don't know if this will get it loose, but I don't even know if I can get it in there all the way. Let's go back a little bit. Basically, start off taking a breaker bar, bring the socket in here on the nut, break it loose. But after that, you can use the impact gun and zip them out. And we're going to do that for all of them. And these bolts are Loctited in there, so I suggest doing the same. Alright guys, so all the torque converter bolts are out. There are 6 of them. I dropped one in the bell housing area, so we will have to get that later when the engine comes out. But basically, all we have left is undoing these 2 nuts for the dipstick and then taking the bolts out for the bell housing here. And then motor mounts. These 3 bolts I found out is the easiest way to do it. Someone told me that. So pull these 3 bolts and it comes right out. And then the motor's out. We might save disassembly for another day when we get parts or whatever because, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens because I want to get powder coating and all that snazzy stuff. So we'll see what's going on with that and get everything cleaned up and hopefully get this engine back together soon. Gotta do a lot of cleaning. This thing's been sitting here kind of getting roughed up, so we'll hone it, take care of it, and this is nasty. Look at this stuff, guys. Might even cover all this shit off, cover off the freeze plugs and sandblast it or something. This is gross. This is New England for you. Might even get some new freeze plugs while I'm at it. This is pretty gross. We'll see. Not that it freezes here, but when I go home, well, I'll have a new engine by then, so maybe we'll just leave it. But this is bad. I don't even think this block's like good. This can't be healthy. Alright, pull the bell housing bolts, motor mounts, pull it out. Keep going with our day. So, we got all the bell housing bolts out and there's like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 of them. So, we got them all out and now, basically all that's left is the 3 bolts, I hope, for the motor mounts on both sides, so 6 total. And then we'll be jacking this motor right out of here and get it on the engine stand and either start teardown or, I don't know, maybe we'll powder coat some things. We'll see. We'll see what the day brings. We got a few hours of sunlight left, so hopefully it holds out. We can get some stuff done today. This has been a really productive day once this motor's out. I have a lot of stuff I have to do. We have to go, and I hope the parts come here today or tomorrow. That would be fantastic. It'd be so motivating to bring the motor in the garage tonight and start teardown and then maybe rebuilding it. So we'll see how the day goes. It's gonna be good though either way. So we're gonna get a lot done. We made a lot of progress so far, so we're about ready to roll. So let's keep going. No time for talking. We're gonna get this motor out. Alright guys, so every single one of the motor mount bolts snapped off. Completely. So, everyone, all 6, they broke. Fucking New England trucks. So I guess I'm buying performance motor mounts for now, or something, I don't know. I already sold my other ones. I don't know, whatever, we'll just get the fucking engine out of here. I'm over it. Yeah, keep going. So just a little backstory on my life. I was pulling a Dodge transmission one time, and it was a full bell housing. I had the bottom piece off, and I was prying it back, and I was underneath. It was up on the lift, and I pried it off, and it was seized, and I popped it off, and the transmission jack had slack in it, and it popped off. My hand got caught between the bell housing and the flywheel, and it cut through like these 3 of my fingers, and this finger like doesn't work anymore. Just a little backstory. No biggie. Just thought I'd share. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Alright guys, so the block was stuck to the transmission a little bit, so I ended up pounding a screwdriver in here at the top of the block enough just to get a freaking pry bar in there. And that allowed me to pop it free. Now we're about out, so I'm gonna just I had to plug this oil port. We're just gonna keep working her out. Everything's disconnected, so we should be free sailing to get her out. Set up on the stand so we can get her done. Come down with it a little bit. So now they're about threaded in all the way. This obviously isn't the right socket for it, but I wanted to get it all started. Get these tightened up. Now that that's tight, I can take the right size socket here, which I believe is this one. Yep. Snug these up. Now those are all tight. We should be able to let it down. Hopefully, this thing still holds it. Well, that was a little more violent than necessary, but there it is, guys. The motor pulled from the Duramax. We'll start tear down maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I want to get some powder coating in, so I'm going to do that now. Probably do it in a different, later video or whatever. But the Duramax out of the truck, so we are making progress on it. So that's gonna do it for today's video on pulling the engine. Guys, if you're new here, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy what we do here, drop a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time, guys. Take it easy.